Hello again. Increasingly these days I come across news which would at one time have left me gasping with disbelief, but now elicits no more than a weary shrug. News has emerged this morning that in the cause of diversity and inclusion, the armed forces in this country hope to recruit more people born overseas and to scrap or at the very least reduce the security checks on such people. An extraordinary document has come to light entitled The British Army's Race Action Plan. It seems that although no fewer than 14% of the army now belong to ethnic minorities, this is nowhere near enough. There is a particular shortage of black people and those of Middle Eastern or South Asian heritage in units such as the Intelligence Corps, Royal Military Police and Army Legal Services. This is because there are strict security checks on those employed in such roles, and according to the race plan, it makes them prohibitive to overseas recruits. One of these security checks is that recruits to units such as the Intelligence Corps, the people who have access to all our secrets relating to the defence of the realm, they have to have been living in this country for 5 years. Scrap that restriction, it is said, and more foreigners would be able to work in our military intelligence. The idea that our army should be spending its time trying to dream up ways of allowing foreigners to join the Intelligence Corps is almost like something from a comedy programme. To any normal individual it sounds quite mad, and yet if once you accept the idea of a race action plan for the British Army, then why not? The problem is, you see, that not enough black people, Muslims and those of Asian ancestry living in this country want to join the army. So from that point of view it makes perfect sense that we have to source them from abroad. In other words, invite people from the Middle East to come and join our army, especially the Intelligence Corps. I strongly suspect that some viewers will be able to see the possible flaws in such a plan in a way that the army itself does not. For example, we're militarily engaged in the Middle East at the moment. I'm not sure how wise it would be to start recruiting officers for the Intelligence Corps willy-nilly from that part of the world without having adequate security checks. And then too, because many of these recruits from abroad will be Muslim, the army has now issued instructions that acts of remembrance must no longer have a Christian element in case this upsets those belonging to other religions, by which they mean Muslims. In the description to this video I give links to news items about this latest lunacy.